Hi my friend, it's Pat Sloan here and it is the daily video, Saturday edition. That makes it sound snazzy, doesn't it? Saturday edition. So we have the topic, we have some mulling over things, I got a Q&A. I want to show you a nifty new light that I picked up. Okay, so the topic of the day is our 7th of 8 organizing tasks. I think that word task is the best one. If I can remember, help me remember it next time. It's like, okay, so you need to find today the things that are you're sewing things that are sort of migrated to other rooms that need to go back to where they belong. You know, you kept a little basket maybe by a chair that you're not really sitting in anymore. To sew in, or you've dropped a tote bag by the front door and that needs to go where it belongs. You've got some magazines by your bed that you're not reading, or a quilt book that needs to go back on the shelf. So today, just go around and find something in one of those spaces. Maybe you've got something in the car still. You know, you took it on a trip and the bag got left in the car, or you remembered you left a spool of thread in the car, you never got and got it out. It happens. Only quilters leave spools of threads in the car, right? That'd be a good topic one time. Did you leave a spool of thread that's the oddest place, you know? Okay, and I have to remember that and write it down. Oi, oi, oi. So that's your task, that's your topic for today. Now, I have Barbie's borders done. Yes, she's so cute. So let me show you Barbie, because next I have to actually make the backing. I'll tell you what I'm thinking of in a minute. So this is for my great niece, trying to get it done and sent before she doesn't like Barbies anymore. So you know, that day that happens. So here's what I did is I put used some of the charm squares on the border. So you can see down the other side. And then at the bottom, it's the same as the top, one square in the corners like that. So here she is in all of her glory, Miss Barbie. So I think it's, I can move that up, I guess. I think it's really, really cute. So cute. It's like, I want to keep it for myself when they're that cute. It's like, what do I need with a Barbie quilt? The enjoyment of putting it together and seeing it. And Mr. Greg has come in the room, the shipping department, several times and gone like, that's a big Barbie. And it's like, because it was when it was hanging up on the wall, he's like, oh, that's really big. So I have some, was thinking about putting like a Minky on the back. And then I thought, well, this little girl lives in Southern California, so, you know, I know that it gets a little bit chilly and that would be nice and cuddly. And the thing is, I don't think the Minky is big enough that I have. I think I have to get more Minky. For some reason, I think the piece that I bought is not big enough for most of the stuff. So I also have, which I didn't get it down, somewhere on the back, I have this brushed cotton, which is like, it feels a little bit like a flannel, and it's a very muted pink. And so I was thinking about maybe I'll just put that on the back. So that is my task, to do this, cut the binding, and then I still have to cut the binding for the Dear Jane, and then these two, and maybe the going on a picnic will all go to the spa, because I can't be quilting anything right now. I don't even know. I haven't tried to baste anything. That's like another whole thing, because there's a lot of tugging and moving and maneuvering, and I can do a little bit of stuff, but not a ton. Okay, so I don't want to sit on be sure I have the chair and I'm not sitting down with no chair. All right, so that's Miss Barbie done, and going off to the spa. She'll have her last spa treatment, then she'll go make a little girl happy. I want to show you that I finished the cross stitch things. I got the other two done. Well, I showed you the blue one, right? We finished, that one was, I got it finished. No, you didn't see it totally finished. So I have that finished. And then I went ahead and did the first one. So the links are all below, so you can get these. These are so cute, and there's it's a whole series, so there's 12 of them, and you can pick up the ones you like, or all of them you can get. but I did just regular binding on this one. And so all little mini quilts, and I'm using fusible fleece, and I'm going to hang them on here. So I just wanted to show you that I got that done. I just did the binding kind of loosely, like not like a quilt that would be heavily washed, you know, where I want, you know, more secure. I just sort of did a little bit more open distance. That way I didn't have as much repetitiveness, although my right wrist is doing really well. And I'm right-handed, so I'm thankful for that. That is a good thing. Now the other day, I started reading an article, or I saw the title of the article and read a little bit of it, and then I either clicked out or went to go do something else, and I couldn't find it. But it was all about different flavors of Kit Kat candy bars. Yes, a snack chat segment today. So we were in the grocery store. I don't go in the grocery store that much. Usually Mr. Greg does all of the shopping so that only one of us has to be exposed. So I did go in the other day with him. I've only been in a couple times, and I saw these at the checkout. They are mint Kit Kats. And as soon as I saw the Kit Kat name, I'm like, that article. I never got back to it. I don't know where it is. I have to search, because it was talking about all the different flavors that these come in, and a lot of those flavors are outside the U.S. where I live. You know, they're in other countries, which can, you know, tend to have a different, you know, sense of taste, or not sense of, they like different things than we do. So they had a bunch of different flavors I never heard of. But I love mint, chocolate and mint, so I'm going to look at that. I'm going to taste it afterwards. I've been saving it here to show you. That's like, So if you are one of my people here, that didn't sound very good, did it? If you are one of my friends, and you are on Instagram, today the Olfa Rotary Cutter people invited me for Saturday and Sunday on their Instagram account to share some of my projects and things. So they call it a takeover. So I'm the takeover of the Olfa Instagram account. So I'll link that down below. You can go over there. So it's like there's like 3 or 4 posts on Saturday and 3 or 4 on Sunday. You can take a look. It's kind of fun. If you've never been on Instagram, it's a different platform than Facebook and YouTube. They're all different. And most of you and me as well, I'm on a lot of platforms because that's where you are, but most people hang out on like 2. You pick, like, you go to YouTube, you go to blogs, you go to Facebook. You know, you do those 3. And usually people, then another segment of quilters are on Instagram. Some of them are on Facebook and Instagram. Often you get the same information, so you can just go to one. Go to Facebook. That's my prime place. Go to my group. Quilt Along with Pat Sloan. Okay, I want to show you this light. I have seen these, and I finally thought, you know, I just need to get one because I think it will be helpful now that it's going to get dark sooner, and my studio lighting isn't always whoops, sorry, I banged the mic, isn't always the greatest because I have a vaulted ceiling and I don't have any lights hanging above, so I have to rely on lights like right at the machine. So I got, have you seen these? These neck lights. So you put it around your neck, and then they're bendable. You don't want to bend them up, but you know, they can bend down. You can get them closer, further apart. Plus, I'm going to turn it on here. I'm looking down at the monitor. So you can see, yeah, see my hands lit up, and it has different strengths. There I'm going stronger, stronger, off. So it's 1, 2, 3, bright, off. So you can do one at a time, both of them, and then when it is on, I'll do a little brighter. There's actually a button in the back, and the button in the back has, let me see if I can push it. Where is it? There it goes. It has different colorations. So the warm, the brilliant blue, so I think there's like 4. So the warm tone is really nice on your eyes in the evening so that you're not getting that really bright white in the evening before you go to sleep. That's supposedly not good for helping people go to sleep, although when I'm ready for bed, I just lay down and I go to sleep. I don't have any trouble going to sleep. So here's the lights. So I'm not going to turn them on and shine them there, but they are, I'm going to pull this down, see if I put it on the table. So if they're both on, you get quite a nice, and that's the low intensity. And then there's the higher. And what I found, there's off, so you can just do one or the other. So I found that when I'm sitting here at my machine, I am wearing this, aiming the light, which is not quite that close because my body's not that close. Let me just put both of them on. 2, 3, there. So, and then I sort of angle them down right at the sewing machine, and I light up this area. Then I have another Stella light on the other side. So this is, they come in different colors. I got pink, but there's, you know, black. I think they were not very expensive. And so these would make great Christmas gifts. That's what I'm planning. I have a couple people I know I'm going to send these to for Christmas this year. I think maybe everybody will get one. They don't even have to have them in pink. It's like, I had a question the other day, and I'm looking there and I do not see the name of the person. I didn't keep the name. So I'm sorry I didn't keep your name. I'm not sure who asked this question. But I was asked, could I talk about what you gather together for something to take along to go to a class versus what you take to go on like retreat? So for me, it's a huge difference. They're talking about like the rulers and whatnot. So when you go to a class, you're basically going to either learn a technique or work on a project. And it is very specific. And usually you've been given a supply list and it says some things that you need. So that's pretty cut and dry for me. It's like just take the bare minimum because you already are hauling a lot of stuff to a class, and the environment usually doesn't have a lot of space in the classroom. And so, you know, use that supply list and take just the necessities. And the necessities would be like your own scissors, your own rotary cutter, your own ruler. If you have a little small mat or one of those connector mats like Olfa does, you know, then you could, you know, take that along. But now if you're going on a retreat or a sewing day or sewing couple of days, when you're going like that, often everybody's bringing their own project. And so there, you need to think through it a little bit more, because if you're bringing multiple types of projects, then you want to be sure that you have all the right things. Let's say you're bringing 2 different patchwork projects, but one uses a specialty ruler. Well, you want to be sure you got that specialty ruler. If you're going on retreat, you want to bring as big a mat as you can bring. If you're going to be there a couple of days, bring extra blades for your rotary cutter, because you don't want to, you know, like some retreat places are not near anything. So you want to be sure you have what you need. Bring one of these lights on retreat, because it might get dark in the evening and you want to hand stitch with everybody, and you don't want to, you might not be sitting where all the lights are on. You might be sitting out in the comfy area with sofas and things like that. So your own lighting on retreat is really important, even for your sewing space, unless you know the place has great lighting, you know, but sometimes they don't. You know, even like a hotel room may not have great lighting for down where you're working. So those are some of my thoughts on what to bring. If you have other ideas, I should do a blog post on that someday. I'll put it on my list. So happy Saturday. Links are all below. Thank you for using them. It helps support our small family business. I love you, and I will see you online.